All right. Welcome to Kill Phil Volume 1. This is going to be a fun improv session based on a dream I had after watching The Warriors and somehow involving Phil Adam from the OSG.
Hey
Um,
guys.
he was a dick in the dream. I've been talking to him for a little while already before the game. He's not quite as much of a dick as he was in the dream. Or either that or he's good at hiding it. All right, so uh, I didn't get any character information from you guys. Can I get your names really quick? We'll just put this all out there.
My name is Philip Posey.
Is that your character name too?
Yep.
Cool. That makes it really easy. How about you, Paul?
I went with Dr. Stuart Berkeley.
All right. Cool. All right. So you guys are both rather young people, in your 20s ish. Um, and you both received an email on a local nightclub, Club Astley, and you were invited to be VIP members at this party hosted by Richard Rose. Um, Richard Rose is a big celebrity name, like one of those guys that everybody knows who he is, but nobody knows why they know who he is. He's just like everywhere, all over the media, all over everything, and he's like this huge like party goer. Um, so you guys received an invitation to be VIP. You get to the club. The first thing that happens when you get there is there's a very strict no electronics rule. You have to hand over your cell phones, and smart watches, anything like with photo photography or internet access needs to be handed over and stored at the club at the entrance. So you guys do that. You get there, check your codes, check your electronics at the door, and go inside. The the DJ for the night is Sammy Mercury. She is this electro pop rave DJ that's been very popular recently with the younger crowd. Looking around you, there's flashing strobe lights everywhere. Like the bass from the music is just thumping so loud that it's hard to inhale. Like every time it hits you, your breath skips a little bit. Um, the club's packed with half-dressed people, like women and party going men all fist pumping, sweat dripping off of them. You can smell the sweat on them. You can smell the alcohol. There's a faint scent of vomit mixed in the air from the people that got there early. Out of the corner, everybody's got bottles, like just bottle service at the bar. You don't have to pay for anything. Oh, you look over into a corner at a booth, and this person pulls out a plastic bag packed with pastel pills, and he's just handing them out to whoever comes around by him. Like it's just a party. Smoke machines, all this. You got Richard making the rounds. You see him every once in a while, talking to everybody. At some point in the night, he comes up and shoots the shit with you guys for a little while. If you want, go ahead and explain your night a little bit. There, let's start with Dr. Stewart Berkeley.
Oh, he he's just recently out of university, and he's just a bit young for his he went to school. He's a bit younger. He bit of a genius, but he he didn't party a lot in school. So when he got this invite, he was a little surprised, but he wanted to unwind a bit, so he went to the party, and he's actually sitting back. He is drinking, but he is trying to he's moving to the music, but he's more just watching people. He's not mingling as much as he wanted to.
Okay. And Philip, give me a little overview of your night.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I drive in, Dodge Viper, red, dripping cherry. I pull up to the front of the club, step out, throw my keys to the valet, take care of it. I walk into the door, huge party going on. Hey, Phil, come here, man. Richard's got very strict rules about this shit, man. No, chill out, man. I just gotta take your phone. What's this? Fucking iPhone Gold? This is the shit, nigga. He takes it, puts it into his little tray. I got your name. Don't worry about it. And here's your little VIP pass. I walk into the club. There's so many bodies. It's like swarming in like a sea of fish. Ugh. Ugh. That's when I see it. The beaded curtains. Shh. I walk inside. Crushed velvet room. There's some incense blowing up. Jasmine. In the center, there's a suede massage table. I take off my clothes. Out walks two small Korean women. And they're butt naked with hot oil. I get on the massage table. I lay down. I close my eyes. I feel their soft little fingernails running down my back. Oh, they're pressing their thumbs into my shoulder blades. I see Richard Rose pokes his head in. You doing all right tonight, Mr. Posey? Indeed I am. That's when they bring out the champagne and the pastel pills, and things get a bit blurry.
All right. So Philip definitely indulged that night. Stuart, on the other hand, kicking back a little bit. So Richard Rose comes up to you at some point during the night as well, and just takes a seat right next to you. Um, with two bottles in his hand, two bottles of champagne in his hand. He just like hands one right over to you. Um, I'm really bad at this rich people stuff. But I don't know, some like bomb, some just like delicious champagne. He just hands it to you and you say, "Hey, loosen up, man. Like, enjoy the party. That's what you're here for. You won the contest. Kick back. You need anything? Can I get you anything besides a drink?" And he snaps his finger and waves somebody over. It's this big burly guy. Anytime you don't know him by name, probably, but you see him a lot on TV, like alongside Richard. Um, he's this really big guy in a heavy jacket. Kind of a serious look on his face, but Richard says, "Hey, give my friend something here," and the guy reaches into his pocket and just pulls a joint out and offers it like, "You want?"
Sure, thanks. Oh, sorry. Which is he with me or?
Yeah, you. Yep.
Sorry, I'm getting an echo. Sorry. Yeah. So he takes it. Sure.
Cool, man.
So,
Yeah, enjoy, man. Just live it up. You ain't gonna get too many opportunities like this. Just live it up. Enjoy. Everything's on the house, man. It's on me. Just indulge, man.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Cool. So,
I haven't relaxed like this in ever, but I haven't been able to relax in in quite a while. Thanks.
Awesome, yeah, man. And then he says he's like, do you need a girl? Like, you want some company for the night? Girls,
Uh,
guys,
sh-
what are you into, man? Just let me know.
sure, sure. I'm into girls.
All right. And he hits his friend. Go get that blonde over there. You know, you like blondes, right? Yeah, he likes
Uh,
blondes. Go get that blonde over there. Bring her over here. Hey, man, enjoy your night. And he like kind of like taps you on the shoulder and walks off. To go mingle with the crowd a little bit more. Um, so you two now like some having loosened up a little bit. Obviously, Philip's a lot more used to this type of environment or whatever, or at least gives the air that he is. Um, you know, so you guys loosen up. You have a great time through the night, whatever, and get completely obliterated, like both of you, like gone. You make it out of the club. I mean, it's a private event. You make it out of the club like 3, 4 in the morning, like taxis home, whatever. You stop and get your electronics, like you're reminded to on the way out. They check you, give you your coat back and your electronics and stuff. Um, but yeah, you get a taxi ride home. Like you're definitely not in any condition to try and drive. Um, so you get home around in the wee hours of the morning. Like it's almost dawn really by the time you come home. So you're not waking up anytime soon. It's definitely going to be like late afternoon. Um, since I started with Stuart, we're going to go to Philip now. How'd the next day go for you, Philip?
The next day, uh, the first thing that happens is that my eyes stick shut when I try to open them. Ah, oh shit! I smack my hand against the bed to shut off the alarm, but instead of it being a firm bed, it's a water bed, and I feel my body jiggle. Fuck! What the hell's happening? The room's spinning. I put my feet down on the ground. Instead of carpet, it's tile. Fucking cold to my feet. I turn and look around. Two Korean chicks. Ching. I grab my phone. I put on their pink bunny slippers and I just kind of move over to the bathroom, take a leak in the sink. High five myself in the mirror. I That's when I go to open up my phone, and I look at my contacts. Um, as I'm scrolling through my messages, it's everyone's referring to me as Ethan, Ethan, Ethan Anderson, and I'm looking at my photographs. It's me at my work. It's I sit at a office building inside with 20 other people in cubicles, but on my birthday cake it says Ethan, Ethan Anderson, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm looking at the picture of Ethan, and I'm looking at the picture of myself. I start freaking out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I go to Chase Bank, enter my codes, brings up my bank account, my bank statement, my financial records. Ethan Anderson. What the fuck is going on? Um, the girls are still asleep in the room. Their hair is like this black storm on the pillows. I go and I put on my Levi's. I put on my white shirt, get a cigarette, and this huge misty clouds form in front of my face. I go outside. The valet's delivered my car to the house. I get in. Vroom, vroom, vroom. And that's when I hear a ring. Bring, bring. But it's not my cell phone. It's coming from inside the glove box. I open it up. Hello?
Ah,
Hello?
Mr. Anderson. Ah,
And Anderson?
yes, Mr.
Who
Anderson.
who is this?
This is Ivan Christopher. Uh, well, I
Ivan?
should say this was Ivan Christopher. I am Philip Posey. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Uh, all right, so everything just went from 0 to 60 miles per hour. Wow! I'm Philip Posey. What's going on?
Listen, calm down, Mr. Anderson. Um, see, there's I've had a little bit of trouble. I needed a clean slate. You've got a pretty good name. You know, you're a stand-up guy. Philip Posey is a stand-up citizen. Um, I paid big bucks, so you know you can accept that you're now Mr. Ethan Anderson, or we can. I can be Philip Posey, and you can be no one. Just wanted to give you a friendly call and give you the option.
So in the background, I hear this and it's like a ship passing by. Wherever this guy is, I can hear like a ship in a dock. And on my phone, I'm bringing up Google Maps. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. Uh, so hey, man, yeah. I think I would prefer to be no one than someone that I'm not, dude. So guess what? I'm coming for you. Click. I put in the car into reverse. And I go back. And I take off like a shot from a 45 to the docks. Boom! Insane.
Awesome. All right. Dr. Berkeley, how is your day after?
Uh, he, um, his eyes crack a little, and the light shining in from the window, and he's lying in a. He cracks a little more, and he looks and he doesn't recognize where he is. It's his eyes snap open, trying to get accustomed to the light, and he's in he has a nice apartment, that he got set up in, like with his first paycheck. Was working with the police and stuff, and this is not his apartment. It is looks a little run down, and what's more uh, problematic, he looks down and he has a lot of needle holes in his arm, and there's all sorts of drug paraphernalia everywhere. He thinks that's a bong. It's an odd-shaped one, and there's just different, all kinds of different stuff, and it looks like he has massive headache, and he tries to stand, and he just falls back into the bed, and he steadies himself, tries to look around, he sees what looks like to be his clothes, and he checks in his phone is there, and he's looking through, and there's pictures from the night before, stuff that he doesn't remember doing. He was living it up, it looks like he was taking pills and everything all night with different people, and he struggles to put his clothes on and uses the wall as to support himself, and he crawls into the other room, and there's people sleeping everywhere. It's like he has no idea who any of these people are. He goes through his phone. He gets some notifications, and it looks like he's posted quite a few pictures onto Facebook that he doesn't remember of what happened last night, and this is not good for him at all. He doesn't know what to do, and he tries to stumble out, and he just passes out again.
All right. Um, so can you? So you said a few of the pictures were of you participating in stuff at the party. Is there anything in particular that's striking? Any pictures that maybe took place afterwards?
Oh yeah, a lot of the stuff was where he is right now, in this apartment, and a lot of just he is never. He's probably maybe he smoked before, a joint, but nothing like this before. And at least he just the hardcore drinking and drugs and stuff. And there's pictures of him and stuff with different people, with women and stuff like that. And and just never. This is not what his reputation, what he wants his reputation to be like for his job or anything.
So he passes out. It's brief. You fall down, um, wake up about 5 minutes later, dazed, completely unaware of how much time actually passed, but it wasn't too much time at all. Um, where This is obviously a problem for you. What thoughts do you have on solving it? Like, where do you think you would start trying to piece back the night, see what you can figure out to do?
He goes over because he's very observant, and he goes through all his pictures and see if he starts to recognize anyone from the night before, and see if there's anything that stands out in the pictures, either a person or an item or something.
All right, give me an investigation roll then.
So 24.
History. It's loose. You're better in history than investigation.
No, investigation is a 24. History would be less than that.
Okay. All right. So I mean, you spent a fair amount of time in the club trying to, you know, it was obviously like you were out of your element there. So it took you a little while to like loosen up and actually like get involved in stuff. Um, and due to your nature and your training, you actually noticed quite a few people around the bar. You'd seen Richard talking to like a pretty like not fat but like big, like kind of muscular, but it looked a little superficial almost, like he didn't look strong, but he looked kind of muscular. Like this big Italian guy with like curly black hair, a little bit of dark skin, rough, like light beard shadow showing. And you recognized him in a couple pictures as well, but you remember from the night before, him and Richard had a few like minor arguments where like it looked like the guy was like trying to tell Richard not to do something and then like backing down a little bit after the fact. He wasn't participating in the party, and he kind of kept going into like back rooms and stuff. You figure he's if not the owner of the club, at least like one of the higher management there. Um, you also notice a few pictures of Richard and his crony in the background, moving around, talking to different people. Um, and Richard's got like a very easy charisma. Like when he came and talked to you, like it was like, he was like your best friend, like you've known him your whole life. His friend, however, had a very like shifty look to him. Um, so he may, you kind of think that he might be into something a little bit. But yeah, you're definitely you think that maybe the club owner or manager or whoever may not have liked what was going on during the night. But granted, it's from pictures, you can't really tell. Pictures and flashes of your memory, you can't really tell what they were arguing about, but you can see that there was some disagreement with something going on.
Okay. Actually, I try to delete as many of those pictures that were posted from my phone, and I get rid of those like that were posted on Facebook or whatever. Uh, I'll have to worry about what people think about it later. And when I hail a cab and gonna head over to that club to go look for this guy.
Flashback. Sorry. All right, cool. Let's flash back to Philip driving down to the docks. You arrive at the docks. Um, as you get there, you see a large yacht pulling away from the pier. Go ahead and come.
Okay, so before I get to the docks, I'm driving and there's like this storage place. It's on the way to the docks. I pull in. There's some people and they're bidding on to like some people have like left their stuff in some of these storage units, and he walks past. Get the fuck out of my way! Comes over to his unit. Inside, he walks in. There's a cabinet. He opens it up. Glock 9mm. Extra ammunition. Puts it in his back of his pants. Opens up another drawer. And pulls out a pair of brass knuckles. Ching. Walks back to his car. Get the fuck out my way! Some big fat man, like huge beard, missing his front tooth, says, "What the fuck?" He just pushes him right in the chest. "Get out of my way, old man!" He gets back in his Dodge Viper. Cops are like, "Woo, woo!" He just takes like a corner at like 60 miles an hour. Puts it up on two wheels. The cops are like, we have a man speeding and a goddamn Dodge Viper. He must have been doing like 160 miles an hour. Ran through a school zone. I see a fucking yacht. And who's on the yacht? Fucking Ivan. And I see him waving as the fucking boat pulls out. I step outside the car, I slam the door. Boom! Take a step. Hands on hips, my brows are furrowed, I look down. I see a pack of cigarettes. Inside the cigarettes, there's a rose on the cover. And that's when it occurs to me. Fucking Richard Rose. I'm gonna find that motherfucker, and he's gonna fucking tell me what happened. I look at my contacts. Richard Rose. Facebook. Mm-hmm. I see where this motherfucker lives. So, about this time, I think I see some cop cars out in the distance. Oh shit! Oh shit! I leave the car, and about 20 feet away, there's a bus station. So I go to the bus station, and I look at my car, and I look at my phone. Well, this car is under the name of Philip Posey. So if the cops come looking, they're gonna be looking for that motherfucker, and not Ethan Anderson. So I go over to the bus station and I wait. There's a there's an old lady sitting there, a real babushka, right? Um, Floral shirt, like a denim skirt, and she's like knitting. She has a New York Times crossword puzzle. Like, what's a 5-letter word for telling people to be quiet? I just go to her, shh, and the bus pulls up. Shh. Step inside. There's an old man. He's driving the bus. Liverworts all over his face. You got change? I look in my back pocket. I pull out a 20. I got the next 20 people on the bus. I go and sit down. I'm looking on my phone. God damn it, Richard Rose, you've really fucked me.
All right. I'm sorry, I missed that very last part, like the last two sentences you said. Sorry.
Oh, I said, God damn it, Richard Rose, you really fucked me.
Oh, all right. As the bus is pulling off.
Yeah, so I'm on my way to where the club was.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. And Paul, how are you getting to the club?
Taxi.
Taxi. All right. I'm gonna say that while the taxi took a little bit longer to get there. I mean, you guys are on different parts of town now, especially Philip had to take or Ethan had to take the Viper all the way like down to the docks and stuff. So it took him a little bit to get there. Um, but like you had to wait for the taxi, but because of all the stops on the bus and the changing directions, you get to the club. You get to the club a little bit earlier, um, right? So you get there, and I mean it's like mid afternoon now. Like there's some like people there, mostly just cleaning up, getting ready for the next night or whatever. Um, but I mean, it's locked, but like you can see through the windows that there's some activity going on inside. What do you want to do? Um,
So I have a picture of this guy.
yeah, yeah, you mean the guy that you think might be like the manager or whatever?
Yeah. So I see if there's a side entrance or something, like where office, like for the off, if there's a sign that says office or something.
Um, the two there's like there's three doorways. One of them is probably for shipping. Another one's like a trash exit, like for the kitchen or whatever, and then the other one's like the main entrance. Um, the I mean, you could probably get somebody's attention either at the main entrance or at the kitchen exit.
Okay, at the main door, I'll knock.
All right, cool. So you got to kind of bang a little bit. I mean, they're like in there cleaning or whatever. Um, but eventually a janitor comes over and kind of like looks looks out the glass and kind of just like you want like kind of trying to like shoo you away or whatever.
Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna try something. I'm gonna go home first. I'll have to take another cab, and I'm gonna get my um, badge and my gun. The
Okay.
badge is not. I'm not an actual cop, but I can. I'm gonna try to fake it if I need to.
All right. So you're going to your house, or was your stuff at the apartment that you woke up in?
No, I didn't. I didn't have that stuff with me. That was at my place.
Okay, all right. So okay,
So
here,
I'm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll work that out where with with transfers and bus stops and all that, and you taking the two different taxis. I mean, you'd have the taxi waiting outside of your other place. We'll call that, about the same time. Like maybe Ethan's walking up to the club from the bus stop about a block and a half away, as you pull up in the taxi. So you guys are going to get there around the same time. Go ahead and decide how you guys want to go about this.
All
Um.
right, so the bus
Actually,
pulls up.
sorry. I just actually pick up a few of my equipment as well. Uh, I had just my basic evidence kit, chemical. Just my base, all my forensic type tools.
All right, cool. So you got your gun, your ID, your badge, and your briefcase, like a work briefcase.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so I get off the bus. I see the little lady. She looks up with me, and I look back at her. I wave. We finished that New York Times crossword puzzle together. Um, I get off the bus, put on my leather jacket, roll my shoulders. I walk up to the building, start knocking like a gorilla. Hey, open up! Open up!
But you get a very similar response. Um, Stuart, you're like coming up to the building as you see him pounding on the door. Um, so as the janitor walks up to you, Philip, the this man approaches you from behind, carrying a briefcase.
Uh, I turn and I look around over my shoulder. Can I help you?
Yeah.
And is the janitor there?
Is what?
Is the janitor there too?
Yeah, yeah. The janitor is like coming up to the door as he sees you, and he kind of like gets this look of recognition when he sees the man with the briefcase. And it's like aggravated recognition, like I thought I told you to go away already, type of thing.
Uh,
I look at the janitor. Does he have a name on his uniform?
Yes, it's Bob. Um,
Bud?
Bob.
Bob? Hey, Bobby.
Bob.
Bobby.
Bob D. Bob D.
Bob D?
Yeah.
Bob D. Buddy. Yo. And
Yeah.
I turn and I look around at the guy carrying the briefcase. What's up, man?
yeah. Do I have I seen him before?
I don't know, high or low, evens or odds.
Odd.
You did. You saw him in one of your pictures on your phone. So you recognize him as being at the party last night.
Um. Hmm. Would I be able to do an insight check to figure out? No. I'm just trying to think of what. I
Uh,
came here to see the manager. You were at the
uh
party last night, weren't you?
yeah. And I gave you a quizzical look, and I raise an eyebrow, and I stop looking at you. I turn back to the janitor. I raise an eyebrow at the janitor, and my eyes kind of move, pointing towards the guy behind me, like, okay. Hey, do you happen to know where Richard is from last night? Do you know Richard? And between my fingers is a $20 bill. Um, you know who Richard is?
Are you asking the janitor or the guy with the briefcase?
Oh, I'm asking the janitor.
Oh, okay. He unlocks the door like hesitantly, and he says, I don't know Richard personally. I know he was here last night. Um, Perhaps uh, I can help you some other way. What exactly are you here for?
I'm actually here to see the manager, and I show him a picture.
I was like, well, excuse me, sir. I was having a conversation with this gentleman. Can I help you? Who are you?
Um, I say, let me guess. You have a problem with something that happened last night. That's why I'm here, and I think the manager can help me with it.
What? And I look back at the janitor and I say, do you know someone who knows where Richard is?
Um, per- and he looks over to the man with the briefcase and he says, and he kind of he looks at the 20 and then kind of like shrugs.
Oh, I see. All right. So I pull out my money clip. Now it's followed by five of his friends, all Jackson.
He quickly he says, yes, come in. You can sit in the lobby. I'll have someone come down and see you. Just
All
wait
right,
here for a moment.
I put the money into his hand like a gangster. And I go sit down.
Cool. And he kind of he looks to the to Dr. Berkeley as well, and he says, come in. You two seem. And he kind of like, what just happened? I just lost both of them. Let me see if they jump back in. All right, we got one back.
Oh, so it wasn't just me.
No, no, you guys both dropped out. I think it was something with my connection. The broadcast is still going though. That's weird. Let's give them a minute or two to get back in. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. Yeah, that was really weird because the broadcast kept going, but you guys both dropped at the same time. I think it was something from my on my end. Anyway,
Oh
so
no, don't worry.
yeah, so he invites both of you guys in, assuming that you're both here for the same reason. He says, no, um, you're the, you know, I really blood's hard to clean up. You guys like, I'm going, but should I leave afterwards? Like, what?
Excuse me.
I was
Blood?
like, whoa! I just want to ask some questions as I walk behind the bar and I grab myself a whiskey.
He
What
kind of, he kind of like, okay, whatever. And he goes out into the back office. And a minute later, he comes out behind this like large Italian man with curly black hair, a bit thicker of a beard at this point. Dr. Berkeley recognizes him from the pictures as the manager from the previous night. He's kind of storming out of the office, like, hey, what the fuck do you guys want? What are you doing in my bar? We're closed.
All right, so what I do is I fucking take the bottle, I pour myself another drink, I take a sip real slow, I set it down, I say, "What's the problem, Cupcake?
You tell me. You're in my bar.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Matty Gluck. Who are you?
I'm your worst fucking nightmare." As I fucking walk out from behind the bar and I pull out the Glock from behind my back and I level it in his fucking face, just dangling, like circling around, and I say, "Where is Richard Rose?"
Hey, whoa. What?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me tell you something. You're gonna be talking in monosyllabic when I shoot off your jaw. Where is Richard Rose?
Mono what?
And I turn and I look at the man with the briefcase and I smile.
Whoa, mono what? And then he says, listen, man, put the gun down. I don't. He just pays me to rent the place out, man. I don't. Put the gun down. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Well, why don't you go over here, sit down by the bar, pour yourself a drink, and fucking tell me everything you know.
All right, listen, man. He's got this thing, right? And he like kind of like hesitates at sitting down, and then like looks at the gun again, and like quickly like takes a seat, and like shakily starts like following your orders pretty much. And you see the janitor, Bob D. Um, just like as soon as you pulled the gun out, he took off. Like he fucking booked it. And it was like he just like you can like in his head he's just going, fuck, there goes my job.
It's just fucking legging it.
uh, so yeah, so Maddie sits down at the bar and he says, look, man, he rents the bar out, every once in a while, and he doesn't like all this him getting out on the social media and whatever. So he tells people to take their phones off, and leave them at the bar, and he pays for all the security. He handles all the security detail and everything. It costs him a little bit more money, but I don't have to pay my staff, and I get more of a profit from the buy, right? So I don't know what he's doing, with the phones or whatever, but I see his boys moving them around. So yeah, last night I was talking to him about it, and he told me, not to worry about it, and he kind of got a little in my face about it, and I'm not, skinny guy like that. I'm not gonna take his shit or whatever, but he waved some money around and whatever. So, I just let it go. I don't really know what he's doing with the phones and the smartphones, the tablets, and all that nonsense people bring in here nowadays. You know.
So did I hear correctly? The janitor, before he left, he said something about blood?
Yeah,
Like,
before he went to get the manager, he asked you guys, like, if you were going to do anything crazy, pretty much. And then Philip assured him, no, just get a talk. And then he
oh,
pulled
okay.
fuck.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know if it was implying there might be blood or there was blood. I didn't.
Yeah, he
You
was
had your
worried there was
forensic kit
gonna
ready, right?
Yeah.
he was worried there was gonna be.
This whole time I'm sitting with just the briefcase, and I'm not saying a word. I'm just with the briefcase on the table and stuff.
And so the gun's like sitting on the edge of the bar, loosely in my hands, rocking back and forth. And I poured myself another drink. This is 3 now. Take it back, and I say, you have to end this drink to give me an address about where to find this man. Also, what you're going to do is you're going to pull the keys out of your pocket, and you're going to slide them over here. Then what you're going to do is get some goddamn tape. Duct tape. And I'm going to tie your fucking ass up. I'm going to walk out of here, and you're going to live to see your family. And I take a part of the drink. It's half gone. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Sorry. So he's like, all right, yeah. And he takes one of the bar napkins, like little square ones, takes a pen out of his pocket and starts writing down. He's like, he's at the hotel over in the K. Wiley Hood. He's up in the penthouse up there, right? And he writes down the address for you, and he hands it over. He's like, look, the duct tape's in my office. I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back. Right. And he hands over.
Whoa. Twinkle Toes. Hold on. Let me follow you. So at that time, I'll follow him and leave the gentleman with the briefcase at the bar.
All right.
Sorry, I missed that last part.
So Maddie says that he has to go into the office to get the duct tape or whatever. And then Philip said that he's going to follow the guy into the office.
I'll follow along too.
Okay. And then so you go in the direction, right? And it actually the door leads into like a hallway with a few rooms on the side, and he he kind of slows down for a second and like bangs on one of the doors and kind of turns around and tries to swat the gun out of your hand, Philip. I want you to make either a dexterity or a strength savings throw, either to just pull it out of the way completely, or to hold on to it if he hits it, whichever you're better with.
Actually, I have proficiency with dexterity saving throws, so I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. All right. 15.
All right. So yeah, he turns around and swings and like tries to knock it out of your hand. You just like raise your hand up over his arm and level it back in his face.
So what happens is I see him and he's like some kind of fat, overbloated pig with his pig arm coming at me. But fucking I'm all hyped up on liquor and cocaine from last night. So I'm like, whoop! He slaps into the side of the wall. I just put the boy to the barrel against his head and I say, give me your fucking keys and get the goddamn tape now!
All right, jeez.
Actually, while this is happening, I actually pull my gun out as well, and as he puts it against the guy's head, I mimic him on the other side with my gun.
All right,
Yeah, I don't know what I'm really doing. I don't know how many drugs I was taking, why I'm even still conscious, but at this point, I'm gonna do something.
Do you have the gun against the guy's head or mine?
Oh, his head. Like you put it against his head, you said?
Yeah,
yeah, against his head. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have it on the other side.
So you guys both react pretty quickly.
I look at you with like an uneasy partnership.
So as I said, like before he turned around, he like banged on the first door that he walked by. You guys hear some movement in that room now, and some like metal scraping sounds, like specifically sounds. And he goes, hey, and he like bangs on the door. Never mind, stay in there. And he says, listen, I got some guys in there, right? Like, they'll stay there, but just know that they're there. Okay, I don't want no more surprises. We're gonna go get the duct tape. I'll get you the keys, and you can be on your way.
So this door, I look down. I lock it.
Okay.
and then I tell the man, get your fucking keys.
He pulls them out of his pocket and hands them to you, and then proceeds to.
All right, wait. What kind of car do you drive?
I got a Chevy Corvette. It's out there. It's out in the parking garage on the top floor.
Oh, Mr. Corvette. All right. Well, good. You're one step closer to living. So I got the napkin. I got the keys to the car. And does he have the tape?
He does actually. He stops by the shipping room, grabs some duct tape, and says, "My off like it's right next to his office, so you can like the shipping room's pretty bare bones, but there's like a pillar that you could tie him to, or like you can."
Is there like a chair on wheels with like two handrests?
Yeah, so that's his office. It's right
All right.
next door to the shipping
Yeah,
room.
I sit him down in the chair. I wrap up his big sweaty arms. I put on a YouTube video of cats, like 10 hours of cat videos. And there's like a little sippy cup. I tape a zippy cup like next to his chest so he can have something to drink. And then once that's done, I look over to the man in the briefcase and I say, um, I don't know you, but what you did back there was a pretty stand-up thing. And I know you don't know me, but I've had a hell of a morning. I've had my identity swiped, um, my bank account's changed, I've been chased by the cops, and yeah. What's your story, man? What's going on with you?
Maybe here is not the place to discuss this. Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Yeah, and oh, that's a good idea. And I walk over to the phone that's on the wall, and I grab the landline out. I take the man's cell phone, I throw it down, I step on it, crunch, and I make
As
my way
he's
out of the
doing
club.
this, I'm making sure evidence as minimal evidence has been placed by us. I'm like wiping up, moving a few things, making sure that we don't leave as very little evidence as possible.
Cool. So since you guys are kind of taking your time about it now, you're starting to hear some like grumbling down the hallway from the office, from that other door that you had locked. Um, there is like, it's like that dark glass that you can't see through, but like that reinforced like yellowish white glass that like it's opaque, but it's obviously like they can break through it. Um, and people are starting to yell from behind it now, like, "Hey, boss, what's going on out there? Everything all right?" And eventually, no response from them is they're gonna react a little bit. So I don't know if you guys want to move on or if you want to deal with them.
Uh, so I take the keys that are in my hand, I jangle them like loose change. Are you riding with me?
Yeah, because I think we're after this. We're both after Richard Rose.
All right, so there's I go to this door. It's at the end of a hallway. It says exit, and it has a big bar that you have to push. I turn my butt towards it and I hit it, and as I do, an alarm goes off. Wah! 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 I turn around. I'm in the fucking parking garage. All right, let's go find this fucking Corvette.
So it's on the roof, like you said, up on the top floor of the garage, um, and I mean, it's owned by the like the same management. So like the the guys seeing like there's a pass in the car, like right like an electronic reader on the window on the windshield.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll read right away as you're going through. You don't have to worry about stopping for any reason.
So there's other cars in this garage, and I can kind of reason that these are the cars of the other people that were in the nightclub, right?
Right. There's a few more because there's a few other like buildings, all owned by like the same corporation.
Oh, okay.
So they'll also park there, but like it's yeah, like it's like employee cars at this point of the day. Um, some of the lower levels are a little bit more full.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of cars in here. Okay.
Well, it's yeah, like a 3 or 4 story garage.
Wow. All right. I'm like,
And it's like it's like mid-afternoon, early evening at this point. It took you a little while to get out there. You woke up late, so yeah, it's like a relatively busy time of day.
all right. I get to the car, open up the door, climb inside. I'm like far back. I reach underneath the seat, pull myself up. I adjust the steering wheel, check my mirrors. Hey, you gonna get in?
Yeah, I get in. By the way, you can call me Burke.
Burke?
Yeah.
Hey, Burke. I'm Phil. Nice to meet you. And I give him a handshake. Firm handshake. Not like I'm crushing his hand, but it was just. And,
He's a little
and stick shift.
Burke is a little scrawny, but he looks like he doesn't look big, but he does. He's a little muscular, but he's like small frame.
I look. Is he wearing glasses?
No glasses.
No. No. Okay. I shake his hands, and his hair kind of jiggles with the vigor of my shake. And I put my hands on the steering wheel. All right, man. Let's go find this motherfucker. And I hand you over the napkin, and I ask you if you can put the address into the GPS as I am driving out of here.
Yeah, I can handle that. So
Right,
what?
Navigator.
So what did Richard Rose do to you last night? Got you all worked up.
Oh man, he drugged me. You ever been drugged? And I looked at you. Yeah, you've been drugged.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't get me wrong, I had a really nice time last night, but they stole my identity. Now I'm out to get the motherfucker who has it. Or at least find someone who can switch it back. And I know this fucking Richard guy. He's gotta have some kind of shit on this motherfucker.
I'm thinking something was up with him because from what I can piece together from last night, looks like Richard wanted stuff done, but the manager didn't really. Still went ahead and did stuff, but it looks like he was doing things more against his better judgment. That's why I think he gave in to us a little easily, because I don't think he wanted to do with this. But it looks like if I don't, I need to know exactly what happened because he looks like he was trying to screw with my life and mess up what I worked hard to get ahead. Like I don't know what's in my body right now. I was pumped so full of different. There were needles and I smoked stuff I don't know really what happened. I'm still a little hazy on that.
Were you smoking crack last night?
Quite possibly, among other things.
I just fucking look at him. Oh my god.
I blanked out a lot, but what I can piece together, I think this wasn't just it wasn't something I would have done on my own.
Right, man. Yeah. I mean, you're just sitting there at the party, you're feeling loose, like some girls are rubbing your shoulders, someone gives you a crack pipe. Who are you to say no, right? You're having a good time. You don't want to fuck up the vibe. So, and as this happened, I'm driving this black Corvette, observing all requirements of law, stopping stoplights, letting people go by. There's like a school starting to let out. I wait for the kids. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And the light of the sun beams off the hood. And as that beam reflects in my eyes, I'm back in Afghanistan. And I'm driving down, and I'm in an ATV. And I see some men. They're all dressed in black hoods, black shirts, and they're carrying these fucking flags with some crazy writing all in white. I'm on the radio. Shit, I got ISIS in front of me. And as I flash back from my vision, hey, how far away are we from the house now?
Check the GPS. How far are we?
I don't know. So just real quick, how fast are you driving, Philip? Are you like driving like speed limit, like safe driving, or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, speed limit. It's a fucking hot vehicle.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Just curious. You weren't doing that with the Viper. um.
No, man.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So in that case, you guys make pretty good time getting there. Then there's no like no issue getting there. So you pull up to the in front of the hotel after about 45 minutes. It takes a little longer because it's a little after 6 o'clock. You're getting like the last bit of rush hour traffic. Granted, you're in a city, so it takes a little bit to get around, but you do manage to get there pretty like relatively quickly, safely, especially important. Um, so you pull up to this huge, like enormous, like gorgeous hotel, like right in like the financial district, like outside the government district, really, like where like all like the big wigs come. Like this is where people with money stay when they're in the city. Like gorgeous, like high, like mahogany awnings with gold trim on them. The building's just like washed, polished gray stone, slate, gray stone facade. First floor, all like very well taken care of, like bars on the windows, just in case any crazy stuff tries to happen. But like it looks nice still at the. Um, Two doormen standing outside, a large parking area underneath an overhang so that you don't get wet when you come out. All this nice stuff, bellhops all over the place, valet parking, all this stuff. Um, you guys pull up. A man comes by and offers to take your car and bags. Seeing that you
All
don't
right,
have.
so it's a low camera angle as the car pulls up right up, and the wheels enter right into frame. You see these cowboy boots step out black. Camera pans up. It's Philip. Closes the door. Throws the keys to the valet. Puts his hand over his shoulder. Hey man, how you doing? You looking good today. Um, do you know a Richard Groves? And I put a 20 in his hand.
Says he takes the 20, stuffs it in his pocket. Like, who doesn't fucking know Richard Rose? Like assuming that the 20's for his for the parking. He's like, yeah, he's in town.
Motherfucker.
He's obviously staying
Oh,
here.
great.
He's where he stays.
You've been very helpful.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. Nice car you got.
Uh, oh, you like this? It's not bad. I think it's a V8.
Yeah,
So,
you gotta love
does
those cars.
does Burke get out the car?
Oh yeah, I follow.
I see Burke kind of weaselly get out the car and kind of like takes both hands and closes it real soft. All right. I walk over to you. I take both hands and put them on your shoulder. Kind of jostle you a little bit. You gonna be all right to do this, man?
Yeah,
You ready?
I'm good.
Ready? Okay. I'm right behind you. I pat you on the back. Go ahead, lead on.
All right, I go in. This is like a front desk or something.
Oh yeah, yep.
Uh, I go up and I said, "We're here to see Richard Rose.
Okay.
He's expecting us."
All right. Make a deception check.
I actually say one moment, and I turn around and said, "Okay." I whisper over to Phil. I said, "Okay, gotta have a plan. I'm gonna." It's actually a feature of mine.
I
Plan.
walk over to you. I walk over to you, real close, like confidential. I tilt my head in. What's up, man?
We're gonna have a plan,
What's the
and
plan?
I think just gonna get them to tell us where it is. Like we're supposed to be here. So that actually gives me a +3 bonus.
Okay.
It's a plan for my class.
Oh, nice.
21.
All right. So you turn back around to the desk. The woman says, "Oh, he didn't mention it." And she kind of like she's got like these like thick blonde curls, a little bit older, heavy jowls. She's got a name tag on Shelly. Um, nice like navy blue vest over a white pinstripe dress shirt. A little heavy set. She says, "Oh, he didn't mention that. One moment, please." And then she goes into the computer, starts typing. Um, brings his name up and confirms. Oh yes, he's on the penthouse. Uh, on the east wing. And she takes a piece of paper and writes down um, four numbers on the paper and hands it to you and says, "You'll need to put this code into the elevator when you get in order to reach the penthouse floor." And you see that she hands you a sheet, a small like just like card size paper. It says 4225, right? Um, she says, "Just put it in right on the floor numbers, and it'll bring you up there." Um, but he said, I'll call ahead and let him know you're coming.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
fine.
that I don't. That's not necessary. And Philip leans over the counter like Tyler Durden with his thumb in his pants loop, and he pats the desk. You've been more than helpful. By the way, Shelley, you have excellent handwriting.
Well, thank you, sir. She kind of smiles a little bit, getting some attention from a younger man. You know, that type of thing.
I see her fat kind of start to blush.
Yeah.
Uh, um, I pat Burke on the back and I say, "All right, man, to the elevators, East Wing." You got those numbers? I look down.
Yeah, I got them.
Well, what numbers are they?
They were on. They're on a paper she gave me.
Yeah, what is? I look down. It says 42069. I'm like, fucking party animal.
It's 4225
Oh.
is what's actually on it. So you guys get over, um, get into the elevator. You wait a while. A couple gets on with you, um, and they hit to go to the third floor. Are you gonna put in the code while you're in there, or are you gonna wait till they get out?
Um, when I look and I see the guy entering in the code, um, he's wearing like this gray suit,
Well,
white
he's not
shirt,
putting in a code.
blonde.
He just hits the number three.
Oh, it's his number three. Okay. When I see his jacket slide open and I look inside of his jacket, does he have a gun or anything?
No, he's actually they look like a younger, well-to-do couple. Just here, maybe on vacation or something.
Okay. Well, I
Um,
relax. I lean against the side of the elevator and I just look over to Bert.
And after he hits three, he looks over. You going to three two? They're like
I
ready to put the number floor that you guys need to go to.
I hit 4.
Okay.
Um, just letting you know, I have a passive perception of 21 and a passive insight of 22.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're not gonna
In
miss much.
case, no, I know.
All right. Yeah. So then you're. I mean, it's very obvious to you. There's just a couple like in the hotel. They're just being polite, asking you which floor you're going to. So you hit four. They get off at three. Um, then the elevator.
So
Go
I
ahead.
look at my hand and the fucking grip of my 9 mm is like embedded into my palm because I was so freaking nervous about these people. Jesus Christ, calm down. My heart's fluttering. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so there's this like nice like calming elevator music playing while you're like just shaking a little bit, expecting something to happen. They step off at floor three, the doors start closing. Um, and now at this point, I assume you put in the code. So you hit four again, and then you hit two, and then the numbers all start flashing, right? Probably most likely a sign that it's accepting a code. Hit four, hit two, two, five, and then five starts blinking individually by itself, right? And then you move up. Then the door closes. You move up past the fourth floor onto the fifth floor. Door opens up into this like enormous lobby. There's like maybe two doors immediately, and then it splits off at the end, left and right. A door on either side. After that, some beautiful plants, like great lighting from the windows and stuff. Like this is obviously like this is the penthouse. Like this is the nice. This is where like this is where you pay to get in, whatever. So you get up there, um, and uh, Burke, you hear down the hallway a couple guys talking to each other.
Can I
Um,
can I make out what they're saying?
from this distance, no. You can tell that they're in the hallway, um, and that they're to the right. Like so, if you were to go down and take a right, you'd probably see them, or at least you'd be getting closer to them. Um, as you get closer, I mean, I assume you guys want to move up a little bit closer, try to see what's going on.
All right, so
You-
when I
but
take a step off the elevator, the music starts to fade from the elevator. The girl from Ipanema goes walking, and then with that, it goes behind me, just like this gray wall, and it's just me and the skinny detective. Hey, hey, do you hear voices down there?
Yes, I do. We'll get a little closer and just see if we can hear what they're saying.
All right, so like tiptoeing,
Is there somewhere I could hide but get a look at them talking?
are there like tall plants that we can run behind?
Yeah. Because I actually have read lips as part of the observation feat, so.
Also, I have alert. I cannot be surprised. I can't hear you.
I think you're muted.
Sorry. Okay, yeah. So at the corners, on either side of the corners, when it turns, there's these like big potted like leafy trees that you could easily like get behind and try to get line of sight through. I want you guys to make a stealth check. Um,
Hell yeah, I'm trained.
approaching. Yeah.
20.
16 plus 5, so 21.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you guys make it up there, no problem. Kind of, I can see like one of you crouching, like holding on to the base of the plant holder, like reaching head up there, and then another one's head like around the corner, head overhead looking. You see these two guys, mid 30s probably. Both of them like obviously haven't like has a pistol on their hips. But they look relaxed. They're just like chatting like amiably, like just talking to each other, just bullshitting, like throwing jibes at each other. Nothing even like with your read lips ability, like you can tell it's nothing important. They're just kind of passing time. But obviously on guard at this room.
uh, hey, um, I'll take the one on the right. And I pull out my 9mm. I look at you. I can see your face glinting in the metal. You take the one on the left. So,
All right.
this way. And then.
All right.
So what we do is we tap him on the shoulder.
Here's the plan. Are we going to actually shoot them, or we're just trying to take them?
No. Let's keep it quiet. Once they have a gun
Okay.
in their face, just
Okay.
tell them to be quiet.
Then you sneak that way with over there, and I'll sneak this way, and you got a +3 bonus now. Uh,
Oh,
it
for your
lasts.
planning.
It lasts for a minute, and then when you use it, it'll last for a round. So for ability checks, basically, you have it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give you
Plus 3?
guys. Um, I'll let you guys keep those stealth scores that you
Okay.
rolled, unless you want to roll on them again. Um,
No, I think.
I was using that against their passive perception. With you guys moving more into view, I'm gonna give them a perception roll.
Okay.
But with a 20 and 21, it's gonna be pretty difficult for them to get that.
Okay.
So
What?
I rolled a nat 20. So I guess so. You guys start to move.
So I move behind this plant. The fucking plant falls.
Yeah. Hey, you over there! And they like both reach for their guns.
All right. So do we want to roll initiative here?
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen.
All right. I took the alert feat, so I'm gonna have a fucking 8 to my initiative.
Oh, sweet.
Oh my god.
Fucking 10.
Okay.
What? Modified 10?
Yeah, modify.
I rolled a 2.
Oh boy.
Good thing you had that +8.
What'd you get?
16.
All right. Okay, so you're gonna act first then, Bert.
Okay. I am going to trick one of them. They have to be able to see and hear me. Takes an action. They have to have 6 or higher intelligence. I hope they do. And
Hey, dude.
intelligence save DC 13.
Okay. And which one are you targeting? The one on the left or right?
Which one was I supposed to do? And that it doesn't really matter.
The left.
Okay, the left one.
All right. Intelligence saving throw. I got a 3.
Okay, so he is stunned until the end of his next turn.
Okay.
So he
What
can't.
did you do?
I just basically tricked him. I spoke. I probably just said a lot of big words and tricked him.
He's just
Did
sitting
you
there
say,
like.
hey, this is the fucking police?
I probably just I just confused them. Basically, that's basically what I did. I confused them for a round. I said, "Well, we're here to see Richard Rose, and he got us to look at his just." Started spouting off some big words that he didn't understand what I was saying.
Yeah. And,
I outsmarted him basically. It confused him.
yeah. So he kind of looks at his. So he's gonna take about 6 seconds or whatever to like look at his partner, look back at you, look towards the room, and like check his schedule real quick. Like, somebody's supposed to come by. Right. So that's his turn. All right. And then even with your 10. You're still going to go next, Philip.
All right. So, I just pull out my gun, and I point it at the guy, and I make my body small by moving like this. I put my fingers over my lips, and I go, the last thing you see in this world is going to be my face if you don't follow my instructions. And I'm an ugly mug. This isn't the last thing you want to see. And I want to try to intimidate him.
Okay.
All right. I got 0 modifier. Let's see if it's going to work.
Actually, I gave you
That's
a bonus.
6.
You got a +3. I give you a bonus to ability checks. Remember?
That'll be a 9.
All right, and that's intimidation versus
I don't-
insight, right?
Yes.
I got a 4. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
So it worked.
yeah. So
All
one
right,
guy,
I see his
one guy's
pants
reading around checking his
soil
schedule.
with fear.
Yeah.
I'm like, your gun.
Give me your fucking gun. Keep it quiet. Keep it.
He tosses it on the floor, and then seeing his friend like not
What the fuck?
paying
He tosses
attention,
the gun for it. Does it go off?
he grabs his friend's gun and throws it on the floor towards you too, like just gets him out of there. It's like, ooh. The hands up, and the other guy's like in his book, like.
I go over to him, true detective style, with a grabbing his fucking hair, and I put the gun to the back of his head. Where the fuck is Richard Rose?
He's inside, man. He's inside. He's right in there, and he's like, please don't kill me. Like snot dripping out of his nose, like crying, like just.
These are the most sensitive guards. They're so fucking inept. Where do they get these? Like 1-800 Rent-A-Card?
He obviously doesn't spend the money he makes on guards.
Dude, that nat 20 was
Burke.
apparently the only good roll I'm gonna get.
So, Burke, I'll help these guys. Go find Rose.
Actually, I want to question them for a minute. I go, do you know what Richard was doing last night? Why he, like, just trying to basically, almost like an interrogate them, like investigate, see if they know what was going on. I'm basically trying to create a profile. I'm trying to build up evidence, basically. That's part of the profile ability I have.
Okay. With your passive insight being so high, it's pretty obvious that they're like low rung like security. Like they just get paid to watch the door. You know,
Okay.
they don't really know much other than the fact they know who they're guarding, and that's it.
And they're not that good at it, obviously.
Right.
Fucking inept.
Just, who knocked over that plant?
Fucking Barney
Oh, God, they got
guarding the fucking door. What? Andy!
guns.
All right. If not, I'll go listen at the door. See if I can hear anything on the other side.
All right.
You pick up a cup, you put it to the door.
So you hear like the sound of like running water, not a shower, more like a bubbling, like an indoor waterfall possibly, something like that. The TV's on, like you got great passive perception, so like you're just hearing this. The TV's on, sounds like maybe a news channel or like an interview, something like that. And you hear one guy breathing like rather loudly, just like a like this maybe like allergies or something, like just breathing like really loudly, kind of near the door. And you don't hear much else. I mean, you can tell from the layout that it's a pretty large room or suite. You know what I mean? The fact that somebody's near the door, you're assuming is like another guard or something, for you to be able to hear them that close.
Okay. I motion to Phil to move the guys over to the side,
I do.
and I stand off to the side, and I knock on the door, and I have my gun ready.
All right, so from inside, you hear this pretty gruff voice. What do you want? Like, you know what you're supposed to be doing. What do you want?
Just
I nudged
just
one of the guards. And I say, tell him he has a delivery.
And which one do you say it to? The one that you scared or the other one?
I say it to the one I scared.
Okay.
I fucking pressed the gun in his back.
Yeah. And he's just like trying his hardest to like contain his like sniveling as he does it. His delivery for Mr. Rose, sir. And from so with that he's like, "What are you talking about delivery?" And the door just kicks open, and this guy comes out with like a 6-shooter revolver, just like aimed like straight in front of the door. Like,
And
who the hell are you?
Holy shit!
well, I was off to the side. When he came out, I was going to point the gun at him. You know, he
Okay.
Well, he's got a fucking gun out, dude. What are you gonna
Well,
do
that's
now?
what I had the gun ready too. I wanted it to come out, and then I was going to basically just hold the gun up against him as he came out the door.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, obviously, it's not like a surprise round or anything. But there's. All right, so I'm assuming since you're at the side, then Philip was the first person he saw that he didn't recognize. So the
Yeah.
gun's pointed straight at Philip.
And then
I
I
moved the
put
guard in front of me.
And you guys both recognize this guy. This is Burke. This is the guy that gave you the joint last night. Like this is his like security guard. Like this is his dude. Um, so he comes out, gun leveled right at Philip's head. What's this about? And he looks over at you and like this like brief recognition passes his face as he sees the gun pointed at him. And he's like, "Look, put it down, and your friend gets it." And
I just met him, and you're gambling on the chance that I'm not as good a shot as you. I guarantee I'm better than you.
he fires
I
the gun.
look at fucking
Oh.
Burke, absolutely shocked.
Can I try to trick him basically with that action?
I'm gonna give him advantage on it.
Okay,
that's
so
okay.
Sure, DC 13.
All right. And intelligence, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a 19 on that. He fires the gun at Philip.
Alright, here we go.
In like quick succession, too, like bam, bam, like two quick shots at you. One
Just
was
to let you know, I have the guards by me. Is that are the guards
Provide cover.
half cover?
yeah, that works.
Alright,
I'll give you
I
that.
treat all half cover as 3/4 cover because I'm a fucking gunslinger.
Sweet. Okay.
That's gonna up my AC by like 5, making it a 19. What has it got?
19. So yeah, the first shot.
Motherfucker! He
No, no, no,
shoots
no,
me!
no, 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 no. So I was just confirming that your AC was 19. He got a 10.
It is now, yeah.
Yeah, he got a 10 and then a 17. So
Alright.
yeah. So you basically just pull the guy. You pull the guy in front of the shots right there, and he takes the second bullet. The first one misses both of you.
Oh man, I just feel like a heat coming from the back of his pants as he just drops it. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking blood is pulling over the front. The other shot went out the goddamn window. It's blown open. Like the air is circulating around the room. A fucking bird flew in. Wow!
I say to him, that was your free shot. I suggest you drop the gun now, or I shoot and I ready in action.
You're fucking talking to it?
So I ready in action. If he goes to shoot or anything, I will pull the trigger. It's right up against his head.
All right. I'm gonna say that he gives you enough of an answer right away by trying to duck out of the way of the shot.
And then I'll shoot him.
Okay. So go ahead.
20.
Yeah, that does it.
I don't know which gun I have. I don't know which gun I have, so I don't know how much damage it does.
What kind of gun would you say it is?
Whatever standard issue. I don't know. I don't know much about guns. 9mm.
A Beretta. Yeah, 9mm.
Yeah, it does 2d6.
Okay.
Is there a? Do I get dex bonus to that?
No. Because it's ballistic.
Yeah, I rolled that 6.
Okay. So he manages to duck, kind of like turn and duck. You like graze his shoulder a little bit as he gets out of the way and levels the gun at you at this point. Philip, it's your turn.
what I want to do is I'm gonna take the fucking body. I'm gonna pick it up with one hand like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. Throw it away. Pull out the gun at the same time. Oh shit. This is not good. That's gonna be a 8 to hit.
Yeah, that doesn't do it.
You're right, it just fucking goes wild. Like a fucking bird flies into my hand. I shoot the ceiling. Like you see all this debris start falling. It's like raining ceiling down with paint chips. And it's like mixing up with the blood. And, oh, it's just an awful mess. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I think we lost the. I think we lost the element of surprise.
Yeah. So,
The body falls like a fucking sack of shit.
yeah, bounces off the wall and falls right where it is. So like real quick, he's like he looks over like quickly at the other guard that you had, and like, what are you doing? And like takes a shot at Burke as he tries to duck back into the room.
The other guard.
No, this guy, the like body, like this personal security guy, like takes a shot at Burke and then tries to get back into the room.
Oh shit.
Does a 23 hit?
No, yeah, it does. I forgot to even grab any armor, but it wouldn't have been that high anyway.
Yeah. So you're gonna take 10 points of piercing damage as this.
Oh.
Yeah, so he clips you pretty good in the chest. Doesn't seem to get any like major organs or anything, but you caught a pretty solid hit from that one.
I see a bullet hole, like a gaped anus in this fucking detective's body, and I'm like, oh!
And then
blood.
and then he ducks back into the room and like slams the door.
Would I have gotten an attack of opportunity on him,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to pistol whip him or something?
Yeah, you could do that.
20.
Okay,
What pistol whip is in there somewhere?
is it?
It's a D4.
Okay,
D4?
I was gonna say like a D4 bludgeoning.
Do I?
That's exactly
3.
And you can get your strength bonus to it if you have
Okay,
it.
2.
So-
I got -1.
Oh, okay. Cool. So he slams the door shut. There's as you like clip him, and like when you hit him, you notice it like you hit him kind of like in the back, but like as you hit him, you see like this like this light white substance kind of like bust out of it, and you can kind of tell that he's wearing like a bulletproof vest of some kind.
I reach down, I grab the fibers of Kevlar. Motherfuckers are wearing body armor. It's on now. I kick the door open like a fucking cop. Bam! Where is he?
It would be if we're staying in initiative order, it's Stuart's turn.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, that took most of my hit points. This might have just gotten a little too real. All right. Is there any guy in this room still?
There's that other guard that like you guys disarmed him, and like seeing his like friend dead, he's like not interested in fighting at all.
Okay, I open the door, but I stay around the corner and I just peek in. If I see the guy, I'm gonna. Is there like double tap or something like that?
So the door's locked. It's like it's like a hotel like key card lock or whatever. You're gonna have to like kick it in.
Would
Phil's
computers
probably
work?
better. Yeah, actually, if you
Computer
can
skill.
do you have like a hacking kit or like anything that would like
Does the
allow
fucking
you to
dead
hack?
guard have the key card on it?
Oh,
Uh,
one of the guys down there, they must have a key card.
yeah, actually, I kind of didn't. I overlooked that. Yeah, I definitely would have it.
So
Uh,
I swipe, open the door, peek in. Do I see anyone?
Um, yeah, I mean, this is kind of just more for effect. As the door opens, a bullet like slams right into the door frame, like boom, like as soon as the door cracks open.
Holy shit! Like just like a spray of paint goes.
Yeah, like so,
It's
like
just you
wood,
fucking
like
hitting
wood
it into a
chips,
bullet.
wood chips like fly off, like little splinters, like harmlessly hit you in the face as you open it. That type of thing.
Look at you. Your fucking front of your body is just covered in blood from where you took this shot. Come on, man. What are you waiting for?
All right, all right. I peek. Do I see anyone inside?
Um, I mean, yeah, like across the room, around a corner, you kind of like you can see an arm and like part of the guy's head sticking out, like aiming at the door, like leveled at you. Like if you stay there for another second, he's gonna shoot again, probably. Like he's ready
All
to
right.
just unload.
Is there I don't know much about the guns. Is there a semi-automatic feature? Probably not with a 9mm.
Not
I
in a
don't know.
9mm, no.
Is there like a double tap or something? No, I don't know what.
I think what I don't know much about guns either. I think like once you cock it, you should be able to keep firing it as long as you squeeze the trigger.
I mean, can I get more than one shot out? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, I'll give you three at disadvantage. For the second, for like two of them. So you get one at regular and then two at disadvantage.
Okay,
Kind of from the recoil.
first one is 11. I don't think that hits.
No.
Second one, I wish I had advantage because I rolled a 7 and then I rolled a 20. But so 7, 12. Does that hit?
No.
All right, third one. I'm not even gonna bother as long as I I
Alright,
fire three
so-
shots. Basically, I stick the gun around the corner, look in, fire 3 blind shots, and then I duck back outside.
And then you get this line like leading towards him, but not anywhere close, just in the wall, just hole. Right. You said you duck back outside the door when you do that.
Alright, so I take a step in the blood. Da-da-da-da-da. I take out my fucking gun. Da-da-da-da-da. Can I spot this motherfucker? Is he hiding behind like a couch?
No, he's like around a corner. He's got the gun. Like you can see the gun and like part of his face, like aimed at
Right
the
on,
door.
right on. Like, it's a fucking wall, dude. It's made out of,
Right.
It's not fucking made out of metal. I shoot through the wall into the man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot 3 times. The first
Okay.
one, that's gonna be a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
The second one's gonna be a 15 to hit.
That won't hit.
God damn it! All right.
Yeah. Now you know
And
what.
And yeah, I know, right? And the third one, 16. Oh, holy shit! Let me show you. So you don't think I'm fucking around here. Let me know if you can see those dice. The 19 and the 20.
Oh man, that's awesome. Take the crit
So
damage anyway.
the third one hits.
Yeah, take the crit damage anyway, because I'm really bad at giving out inspiration. You totally should have gotten some at this point. So yeah. Take the
Oh,
crit.
all right, cool, man. Thanks. All right, here we go. All right, so the first damage, we're looking at 7.
Okay.
For the second damage, are we doing crits here? Double dice?
Max damage and then regular damage. So like.
Oh,
What
max
was it?
damage and then
Two
regular.
d6, right? So 12 plus whatever you roll.
Okay. That'll be another 6. All right, so that's 18. That'll be 25 points of damage as I just shoot through this fucking wall. I see the other side of the wall from where he is in the hallway, just like start covered in blood, like it's a fucking blood shadow.
Right, you see a little bit of Kevlar spray, but there's definitely some blood in there. Like that second shot got him good. Cool. All right, so he says shit, and you hear him yell behind him like, "Richard, get down!" And then like
I said, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna kill your family. Put down your fucking weapon.
so did you come into the room or did you shut the door back behind you? Like, are you still behind the door? Like, would you do
I
after
stepped
you
into the
shot?
room like the fucking Terminator.
Okay. Yeah. Then he's gonna fire off two shots from that revolver at you
All right, sounds good.
as you walk in. So you kind of like you see the gun like jerk back, and then like with like a grunt like Richard, get back, and he and levels it and blasts two shots at you. Oh man. Credit. And then I rolled a 19. So your disadvantage roll that you got, yeah, I just duplicated it.
Wow.
So you're gonna
All
take.
right.
So you're gonna take. That's 32 damage.
All right. So as I die, my chest just fucking caves in and like shoots out of my back. My body like slips down to 2 knees. I raise my arms and I look up at the ceiling fan. And I'm back in Afghanistan and there's a fucking helicopter coming in. Oh man, medic, we got a man down. Ah! Blood pours out of my body and it's like fucking angel wings on the tile. It zooms into my face. I'm done.
Cool. All right.
Sorry.
Okay, we weren't supposed to kill Phil the PC.
I already told you the name of this session is called Kill Phil. What did you expect was going to happen? The bad guy's name's Richard.
This is session 1, so the next one I'm gonna wake up in the hospital.
Right.
And there's a guy named Buck over top of the bed chewing gum. I've been in a fucking coma.
Right, yeah. So with those two shots, the big guy goes, "Woohoo! Yeah! You want some too, skinny boy?"
Okay, you know what? There's no way I'm going to survive this, but I pick up my phone and I'm calling my contact, which is in the police station, and I'm calling him and saying, "Yeah, shots fired, and it's Richard Rose didn't offer me a chance to talk to him, and his bodyguard started firing at me. I make sure it's loud enough for them to hear." And I call it, I said, it's just a contact of mine in the police station.
All right. So
And they've already killed one gentleman, and they shot me. I don't know if I'm going to make it, and I make sure it's loud enough for Richard to hear.
what's your armor class?
13.
13. All right. So as this call's going on, you hear footsteps, and you're like trying to get it done, trying to get it like rushing. The door pulls open, gun fires. You take 15 points of damage.
Oh, you're fucking done.
Yeah, I have 4 hit points.
yeah. So.
I see this fucking guy walk over top of me, puts the gun down like it's a fucking shotgun. Good night, motherfucker.
And we'll call the scene with Richard Rose coming out from the bathroom, kind of like shaking a little bit, looking over at the two bodies in the room, and says, "Good work, Colin. You know, it'd be much easier if these guys just accepted the change and then end. All right, so I see we got one viewer. That's more than I normally get on my YouTube videos. So awesome! Thanks for watching. I guess that's what happens when you promote it. So this was Kill Phil. This was based on a dream I had. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. I had no idea what to expect. I've never ran a modern game. Thanks for playing with me, guys. Thanks for watching.